Hello everybody, welcome to or welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be looking at the toxic side of the Dandy's World community. If we take a little look over to my bulletin board here, we see three major issues. The Bobette allegations, hatred towards the developers of Dandy's World, and gross shipping. Now first, let's look at the Bobette allegations. So the Bobette allegations stem from one video by Bloo titled "This Update Killed Dandy's World." And people in the comments were saying that in the thumbnail, Bobette looks like she just committed a crime. And then other people responding to that on YouTube, Reddit, and other platforms were stating that Bobette did this crime, Bobette did that crime, and they're making up fake stories about a fictional character. There are people on Reddit who are claiming to be her lawyer, people asking what Bobette did, and people claiming that Bobette is a fraud. Now this leads to our two other big problems: the hatred towards the developers of Dandy's World, and gross shipping. Now shipping is a noun defined as the act of hoping for a romantic relationship between fictional characters. Now, shipping and the Bobette allegations are directly correlated because within these fake and made-up stories about Bobette, they're also making them into ships with other tunes such as Gigi and Toodles. And if you know who Toodles is, this is definitely not okay. Well, the three main ships in Dandy's World are Fruitcake, Moonflower, and Shellvision. And one in particular, Fruitcake, could be a huge center of all this. Between being a ship, it also is related to the hatred towards the developers of Dandy's World because of how popular it is. Fans demand that this be canon, where Quell herself has even had to talk about these ships and how they are not canon. And now that we're talking about hatred towards the developers of Dandy's World, that is connected to the Bobette allegations because none of the developers are talking about these or addressing them whatsoever. Now this is probably not the fault of the devs because this is a very new topic, but it definitely needs to be handled. And with so many people mad at so many different things, they're saying, oh, these Bobette allegations are horrible, why is this happening? And then there's also people supporting it. And then the shipping supporters, people who hate it as well. And then all this anger and frustration leads to the eventual hatred towards the players of Dandy's World. And it's getting to the point where even if you join a game, there's guaranteed to be at least one or two people who are on someone's tail and or bullying them. For instance, here's some footage of yesterday when I was playing Dandy's World in a public run. Now, for context, the vintage goob in this run was griefing people and bullying them. This was also a normal run. The vintage goob enters the elevator claiming that it's a death run to try to avoid blame. In this part of the footage, the host says that they are the host, which is true, and says that this is not a death run. Now, after the host was griefed, the goob says that they suck and that's why they died. Finally, the goob says maybe that they tried to save the host, but that they, again, aren't bad at the game, etc., etc. From hatred to starters and other players, and hatred to the developers and the Bobette allegations and shipping too, I think we all need to try and stop these things, because obviously not everything will go away. There will be one or two people at the end of the day who will still be going on about these things, but I think that people need to make it known that these things are not okay and that people should just be left alone. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day. See ya!